everybody, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. A lot of you have been asking about having me show you how to ship items, and so I'm going to show you how to ship some items on eBay and Poshmark, and we're going to kind of go from there. So I know this is kind of old school. I could use OBS and record my screen, but I'm just going to be lazy and do it this way. So I have this thing that I need to ship. I'm going to go ahead and click on it and let you see what it looks like. It's a bunch of plastic little animals that I'll show you. And so this was purchased from me, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how I package it, how I ship it. This is off of eBay. For those of you who are wondering, this is my eBay shipping. So I'm going to go up here, click print shipping label. It takes me to my sign-in and all that fun stuff. So it's the circle of death trying to load. Okay, so here is all my info. I will have all of the addresses and everything kind of blanked out just so that you can't see it. But I need to, as you can see, I have a 3 ounce in here put together for the weight, but I need to put it in the package and see how much does it actually weigh. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey everybody, I have got all of my shipping supplies here. I've got my bubble wrap, my poly bag, and then I have my item that I'm shipping on eBay. And so I always put everything in an extra plastic bag just for another layer of protection. And so I'm going to go ahead and get this all packaged and then show you the next few steps, okay? So what I'm going to do initially is wrap it in bubble wrap because I never know what happens from here to there, and so I'm going to put an extra layer of padding. I know they're plastic toys, but I just want to make sure that they arrive in one piece so that I'm not worried about them breaking with the shipping and handling. Now I'm making sure that they'll fit inside my poly bag. I'm going to go ahead and tape that on so that they don't get shifted out of the bubble wrap. So get it all nice and secured so that it doesn't fall apart. And you know, you may be thinking this is overkill for toys, but I didn't put these in a box because if I would have put them in a box, they would have weighed too much and ended up being something that I would have had to send priority mail, and then I lose all my profit margins. So if I put it in a poly bag and then secure it good with bubble wrap, there you go. That's how I've got it packaged. It's very secure. Now we're going to weigh it and then put all those details into my eBay listing. All right, so this is my very, very messy desk. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my scale. As you can see, I've got my digital readout there. So we'll put that right on there, and I have it set 2 ounces. So it's 8.7 ounces. So I'm going to list it as 9 ounces. So let's go back over to the computer here and see how I had 3 ounces listed in there. I had to put something in there just when I created the listing. So I had free shipping, or I had shipping paid by the buyer, and I probably underestimated a little bit, but 9 ounces. We'll adjust it here. And now if you want to try to find the least expensive, you can always go to compare delivery services. Go ahead, I never put the dimensions in. I take it out because sometimes it'll calculate a higher price if you have large dimensions. So 9 ounces, it says right here, hit calculate, and then it gives you all these options. So you've got priority mail as an option. First class is the way you're going to want to send this. If you're sending anything that's media related, books or CDs or anything like that, you can send things media mail, although it is very, very slow. As you can see, 2 to 9 days, 1 to 3 days. So we're going to save that. Once we click save, then we should be able to click purchase postage. Make sure all of your address stuff is correct, just in case. Sometimes they'll email me and say they put the wrong address in. So we're going to purchase the postage, and then we're going to wait for that next page to load. Once we get that page loaded, it will load the label. And so mine automatically jumps to the next screen because I have a Dymo label writer. And so this is what my label looks like. Yours may not look like this. If you print on a 8.5 by 11, it may look landscape and sideways, and that's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and print that. And as you can see, it just pops right out of my label writer right there. So I will pull it right off. And then I'm going to just stick it right here. Obviously, I'll pull the back off. I won't do that right now while I'm on camera, but that gives you an idea So that gives you an idea of what exactly it takes to list and ship. As you can see, I've actually got it adhered to my package now, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in a tote outside and schedule a pickup for the United States Post Office. But so that is shipping on eBay. If you stay tuned, I will go ahead and show you how to ship on Poshmark, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is my Poshmark store, and if you go up to the little icon at the very top of the screen, you just click this, you go down to My Sales, you click My Sales, and it will pop up this page. I had already been on it, but these are all the things that have sold. I've actually put out a video of all of these items that have sold, but we're gonna go ahead and ship this one. As you can see, this one says pending USPS scan. That one has already been packaged, and then I clicked a couple buttons so that it knows it's ready to be picked up. So we're gonna click on this cute hat. This is what it actually looks like. This was my listing, and so that gives you an idea of what it looked like. And so what we're going to do first is download the shipping label. You can also get the shipping label off your email, but this seems to be the easiest way to get it for me. And so I'm going to go ahead and download it, and it'll pop it right open. And then I can just go right up here and print it. And it prints right off my Dymo label writer. You can also print it off of a regular printer as well. I will close this window, and then I'm going to show you how I package it, box it, and adhere the label. Now, since I've already got it pulled out, I'll show you what to do at the very end once you have it all packaged. All right, everybody, I've got all my stuff together. I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to package it. Now, everything on Poshmark goes in a priority mailbox. You can put it in a poly bag just like I did the eBay one, but it really doesn't matter because everything on Poshmark does always go priority mail, no matter how light it is. As you can see, this is a super light hat. It could have gone first class, but they've already paid priority mail shipping, and that's how Poshmark always does their shipping. You don't have an option to change it. So I've got my label here that I've already printed off that you saw me do, and so I've chosen this box. It's actually one you can get from USPS.com. The biggest thing to remember is you cannot ship anything on Poshmark in a flat rate box. It must just be a generic priority mail box. So this one is simply just called a large mailing box. It's kind of upside down there, but you can see it's not a priority mail. So some of the things that I got ready for it, the biggest thing I'm going to remember is I've got these from a liquidation box, and the first thing I want to do is for sure take off the clearance stickers because this says 508. If the person bought it for more than 508, I really don't want them to be really mad at me when they see that they could have just gotten it from, you know, a retail store for 508. So I'm going to take this sticker off and make sure that that's the case. You can leave original retail stickers on because that's actually what I put on my listing as the original retail was. I put $17. Of course, it's $16.99. Then I've got these puff things because it's a hat. I don't want it to be crushed. So I'm going to put these inside the hat so that it doesn't get all smushed during shipping. Okay, so I've got those really nicely in there. Then I'm going to place it inside the box so that it's not going to be crushed. As you can see, there's plenty of room in there. It's not going to get crushed. Even when I close the lid, it doesn't even touch it. So then I'm going to take my packing tape, seal it up. Really nice and good. You can even seal along these edges. I'm not going to with this particular item simply because it's a hat. It's not going to bust open, but anything heavy, I usually like to do that. Then I'm going to take my label, adhere my label right here. And so I'm ready to go. Now that I've got it all packaged, I'll put it outside with the rest of my items to be shipped. And I'll show you the next step that you have to do on the Poshmark store in order to make sure that your customer knows that it's about to get picked up. Okay, so now we're back at the computer screen and this is the item that we have packaged. And you're gonna go all the way down here to this blue one. You're going to click that. It'll open up a pop-up box. Yes, we packed the item. Yes, we printed the prepaid label, and I'm going to set it up for a pickup. So yes, drop it in the mailbox. And then we click, yay, I shipped it. So that now it changed to pending USPS scan. And then when I go to my next item, I just simply click back to orders, and it goes back to all my sold listings, and I can do it for the next one. So that's how you ship for eBay and Poshmark. Hopefully this has been helpful, showing you how to ship on eBay and Poshmark, and that you can be very successful in selling in your reseller business. If you haven't checked out my Patreon page, if you would like to donate any amount of money to either a one-time gift or a monthly support for all the content that you get from me, go ahead and check out my Patreon donate link. If you're on a desktop, it's right there above the subscribe button. If you are on your phone, just go ahead and look down in the description. It should be there. If not, you can go to my YouTube page and then go over to the About section, and it's listed there. I'd love to have support from you. There's exclusive content that I give you as being a patron or a sponsor of my channel. Thanks so much, and remember, in the end, Jesus wins. If you love the content that I give, you can support me on Patreon. Just follow the link in the description below, and I will offer you lots of exclusive things. You can be in the Hooked on Pickin Coffee Club, have your Naven Lights, be in the Hooked on Pickin Reseller Club, or the Reseller Pro Club. You get different perks for each club. So if you'd like to support me in my channel, please head on over to my Patreon account and start supporting. Thanks! Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you'd like to watch more of my videos, just click on them here. And if you'd like to learn more about the reseller world, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thanks.